Model Y. This is my new car. I decided to wrap it into a different color. It's not gonna be back for another week, so I rented this Model Y long range. The Y feels so different. This is a slow one. Let's feel the acceleration. Okay, it's good enough. It's not like the punchy type acceleration where you feel like you're on a roller coaster like the Model 3. Model Y handles weird. So compared to the Model 3 I used to, this is much higher off the ground, of course. But this car I believe has the 21-inch rim. Therefore, it is bumpy. It is bumpier than my Model 3 Performance. They also made the suspension very firm, so you actually can corner it very well. And from a very high seating position, it felt very strange. The tire width, it is actually much wider than the Model 3 Performance, even though these are not the Performance tires, but they still grip decently, and this car is significantly heavier than the Model 3. I know I'm at the parking lot right now, and this car is from Hertz. It doesn't really have premium connectivity, which is like a service, if you don't know, is $10 per month that Tesla charge. It's kind of like your phone bill, and you get wireless internet, unlimited data sort of thing. But now, if you don't have that $10 subscription, you cannot use all the theater stuff like Netflix and YouTube, is Disney Plus. Those three are actually used a lot in this car. So actually be at home, close the garage door, pitch dark, and actually in here watching Netflix using this screen with the 15 speaker sound system, and use this as a home theater. Especially I live in an apartment building, I can't really blast speaker. Without that $10, you don't have access to all these features. Let's talk about this car in general. I own the 2019 Tesla Model 3 long range with the acceleration boost, and I also own the 2020 Model 3 Performance after that. And both of them are before the 2021 refresh, and this car is the refresh model, which has the interior, the newer interior, where this thing slide, the open the door button. The open the door button looks pretty cool, but I actually didn't like this in the middle, the slide thing. It has sort of a resistance to it, and this part is quite slippery. Sometimes it's hard to open. And also, the old one is magnet. The complaint was that a lot of people don't know how to use it. They think it's a click, they're trying to push hard, but actually it's a magnet. You just to tap it very little, then it will like magnetically attach. That I want to say that this car do not have full self-driving capability. And when I used to use full self-driving, I always think it was a little bit of a gimmick. And because each time when I use it, it trying to kills me at least for like 6 times. I need to manually like take over and stuff. But like right now, even driving my new 2020 version, I don't have the full self-driving. This one don't have the full self-driving. This is just a regular lane keeping assist thing. It doesn't stop at the stop sign. It doesn't stop at the red light. I realize how good the full self-driving is. The $12,000 might not worth it, but the subscription, where it's like $200 per month, it might actually worth it. I might actually go back to doing the subscription thing. Mostly I want to say full self-driving, the advantage is sort of like, while I apply full self-driving, even though if I'm both hand on the steering wheel and look at the front, but my brain kind of enter into like a passenger mode. When you're a passenger, you kind of like not really watching at the navigation. You don't look at which exit you go. And even with this autopilot, sometimes I tend to do that. Whereas, oh shit, I missed the exit, and that happens so frequently. Also, sometimes when the exit is a little bit complex, a little bit confusing, I usually just actually put on full self-driving, and full self-driving will actually just take over and knows exactly which one is the exit I need to exit out. But without it, I need to figure it out, and I learned that the hard way. Well, this car in the rain, when it comes to wet driving performance, it is an all-wheel drive model. So it is sturdy, very, very sturdy, but you don't want to curb your 20-inch rims. So wherever you park, doing something like this, you tend to park slightly further away from the curbs. Therefore, don't curb your rims. I'm flooring it and full ABS braking. That's that. And I'm gonna full lock and flooring it. No slipping the wheel at all in full rain. This is a very big flooding rain. Not quite flooding, but very wet. I'm gonna do this again. Fully rain, flooring it. No wheel spin at all. That is just all-wheel drive. Tesla is very good at traction stuff if you don't mess with it, like turn it off or something like that.